I think being a captain, you got to have a screw loose or two to just kind of say, screw it, I'm going to stand up for my guys in whatever capacity. I think a lot of people want the letter, but they don't want everything that comes with it. You're the person that a lot of these people look to in the locker room, and it's your job to try and be that rock for the group.
Hey, don't worry, I got it. Tell them to drop it off my way. Ain't no one closer than me. Who is disturbing the peace? Breaking down walls, making them fall. There's nobody better than me. I am a...
Final score of game 2. Knoxville defeats
When the team's not playing the way you want them to, or you're not playing the way you want to, and the results aren't going your way, there's really nowhere to hide, especially as a leader, right? And you got to look in the mirror a lot. It's hard to be mentally strong and kind of deal with them. And the more you play, the more you realize that, you know, nothing's permanent, right? Everything's up and down. So I'm done playing pro, you know? I'm out. I figured out pretty early I wasn't going to be offensive. You know, I was always a defenseman. I started as a defenseman when I was 5, and I ended as a defenseman at, 28, going on 29. As I got older and a little bit bigger and the rough stuff started coming in, I realized that I could get punched in the face a couple times and be all right. So I figured I should try and incorporate that into my game a bit too.
Once it comes in the game of hockey and once it comes to life in general, the little brother is always looking at the big brother. For me, that was always what I was trying to do, is just learn from him. I couldn't have asked for a better role model, and I still have the best role model that God has blessed me with. And he's somebody that will die for you, and he's somebody that will make sure you're good, and have a good time with you. He's serious, but he's also one of the most sporadic guys who'll have fun.
I would have played till the wheels fell off, and they almost did a couple years ago. I think for me that was a really humbling experience as a first-year captain, to have to take a back seat. Obviously you can't play, and just being around the guys and, going out with them to the bar and they're carrying me upstairs. I mean, through that injury, I realized that, every single guy in the room, whether he's there for 2 weeks or 3 years with me, they have my back, on and off the ice. I had a pretty rocky, career. I just never really had a home, always kind of getting cut and bouncing around in the minor ranks in Detroit. So I felt like I had a home here and a cast of people that were supporting myself and the team and a family. And it really felt like a home when my wife Grace moved in and we were living together for the first time. And, with her by my side too, it just felt like this was a place that we both really loved. Fortunate enough to not hang them up and disappear and not work in hockey. There's an unbelievable opportunity to make a living in the game of hockey at TPH, Huntsville. Sometimes decisions in life are 51-49. And I think this was a 51-49 decision. It was one of those opportunities that I would kick myself if I passed up. And player development side and the coaching side with the youth, I hope to really, really make an impact there. And if I'm still doing that, I hope I've provided those kids with an opportunity to go play at a higher level and chase their dreams. It was something that I've always wanted to do after I'm done playing, and I've also know that I would never want to stop playing. So I think it's just the ability to look back and, tell that 16-year-old kid that shooting pucks at 10 o'clock at night and, sacrificing his school dances and, not really having a social life and, can't party because you got to play hockey, and just telling that kid who wanted it really, really bad that, you did it, man. I mean, you got to play pro hockey for 5 years and, you became a captain of a team, and, you got to play with your baby brother too, right? So, you did it. And I think looking back, that's probably the coolest part, right? I got to play with G, and he's been my dude forever. And I spent 2 years playing with my little brother, and I'm watching him become a great young man and a great pro. And I think he's gonna rip it up and carry the torch here, and I'm super proud of him too. So, looking back, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So nice. It's So cool.
You know, in a roundabout way, coming to Huntsville was the best thing that ever happened to me, and it all led me to where I am today and who I am today, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. To transition that way, I think is really, really special too. You know, not a lot of guys have that luxury to stay in town and work in the game they love, so.
Enjoying who you share it with.